winter solstice officially denotes the first day of winter. In the northern hemisphere, it occurs when the sun reaches its most southward point on our sky's dome. Because of the 23.5-degree tilt in the Earth's axis, the days grow shorter and nights grow longer as the Earth orbits towards its winter solstice. The solstice itself occurs on the shortest day and longest night of the year. After it passes, the days grow gradually longer and nights shorter, until the summer solstice occurs in June and the cycle begins again. Both the winter and summer solstice alike have long been of great cultural significance to the human race. To early humans, the winter solstice symbolized the end of the incursion of darkness and the return of the light. In 2014, the winter solstice will occur on December 21st at 12:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ancient Romans celebrated the winter solstice with their pagan ritual of Saturnalia. Saturnalia was a week-long period of lawlessness celebrated between December 17th and December 25th, during which Roman courts were closed and Roman law dictated that no one could be punished for damaging property or injuring people. Roman authorities would choose an enemy of the Roman people to represent the lord of misrule. Each community then forced their victim to indulge in food and other physical pleasures throughout the week. At the festival's conclusion on December 25th, the chosen enemy was brutally murdered to destroy the forces of darkness. Christianity began with the life and death of Jesus at the height of the Roman Empire. While the New Testament does not give a date or even a year of Jesus' birth, Luke chapter 3 verses 1 through 23 does indicate that he turned 30 in the 15th year of the reign of Tiberius, thus implying that he was born in the 28th year of the reign of Augustus, or what is now known as 1 AD. However, Luke chapter 1 verse 5 places Jesus' birth in the days of King Herod, who died in 4 BC. Other accounts produce as many estimates of Jesus' birth year as the accounts themselves. St. Nicholas, to the contrary, is known to have been born in 270 AD in the village of Patara in what is modern-day Turkey. His wealthy parents died when he was still young, and Nicholas used his inheritance to assist the suffering. As a young man, Nicholas went on to become the Bishop of Myra. He became known for his generosity to the needy, love of children, and concern for sailors. Under the Roman Emperor Diocletian, Nicholas was exiled and imprisoned for his Christian faith. After his release in 325 AD, Nicholas was among the most senior bishops to convene at the Council of Nicaea, where the books of the New Testament were selected to indoctrinate Jesus' divinity. Nicholas died on December 6, 343 AD in Myra at the age of 73 and was buried at his cathedral. In accordance with the customs of the time, St. Nicholas was never formally canonized a saint. In the 4th century AD, Christianity converted to it a large number of Roman pagans by promising they could continue to celebrate Saturnalia as Christians. Christian leaders declared Saturnalia's concluding day, December 25th, to be Jesus' birthday, drawing comparisons between the rebirth of the Son and the birth of the Son of God. The church also recruited the Asherah cult and its offshoots, who had long worshipped trees and brought them into their homes to decorate them by the sanctioning of Christmas trees. The Roman Empire would fall in 476 AD and mark the beginning of the Dark Ages, which were heavily influenced by Christianity. In 1087 AD, a group of sailors moved Nicholas's bones from Turkey to a sanctuary in Bari, Italy, where Nicholas supplanted a female deity known as the Grandmother. The Grandmother used to fill her children's stockings with gifts, and so the Nicholas cult began to give each other gifts during a pageant they conducted annually on December 6th, the anniversary of Nicholas's death. As the Nicholas cult spread north, it was adopted by German and Celtic pagans who worshipped a pantheon of gods led by Woden. Woden donned a long white beard and rode a horse through the heavens once every autumn. As the two merged, Nicholas shed his Mediterranean appearance, grew a beard, mounted a flying horse, and moved his annual flight to December. To convert more pagan adherents in Northern Europe, the Catholic Church adopted the Nicholas cult and taught them to distribute gifts on December 25th instead of December 6th. Between the years of 1659 and 1681, Christmas was banned in the Puritan colonies because of its pagan origins. Not until the 1800s would the holiday regain popularity. In 1809, novelist Washington Irving wrote Knickerbocker History, which refers to St. Nicholas several times by his Dutch name Santa Claus. Dr. Clement Moore published the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" in 1822, based on Knickerbocker History's Santa Claus. In place of Woden's flying horse, however, the poem gave Nicholas 8 flying reindeer. It also established chimneys as his preferred method of entry. Christmas was declared a federal holiday in the United States on June 26, 1870. In 1931, a Coca-Cola advertising campaign cemented the modern image of Santa Claus. Holiday sales accounted for 19.2% of the United States retail industry's total sales in 2013. As a result, more than 768,000 employees were hired in the United States to accommodate the Christmas rush. Just as the rebirth of the sun represented the potential of another year's harvest to early humans, the winter solstice continues to signify economic viability in the modern age.